we'll start with an old cherry of a question. We'll ask if you had a choice of anybody in the whole world, living or dead, that you could have dinner with and share some experiences and laughter with, who would that be?
Benito Mussolini.
And why?
Mussolini was a man who spoke 7 languages, was a journalist, was a statesman, and more to the point, was a man who managed to get the trains to run on time, something that no other government has been able to do. In 20 more years that he was in power, he made one mistake. It's not pretty bad, is it?
Okay, let's reflect that into a lady, a female guest.
Well, one that I have had lunch with, Margaret Thatcher. There's no two ways about that. A fantastic. Some years ago, 2003, in London, a great woman. One of the errors, economic errors, that she made, and I discussed this with her over lunch, and to her credit, she half agreed, because of course ladies never say that they are completely right. When she would look at the economy of the United Kingdom, as a housewife, she would go shopping with £100 and see what goods that she would bring back. And if there were more goods, it meant that things were going well. If there were less goods, things were not going so well. The only problem with that was that, of course, housewives are accustomed to receiving a fixed sum each week. The country is not. So that's where things went wrong economically at the time there. Principle was right, but the situation was wrong. Other than that, great person.
You've woken up. You're a king of England. Which king would you be? And you can go back any time from the Dark Ages forward.
Well, I would not like to be the one who was beheaded there, but Henry VIII has to be. I mean, at least he had 6 wives and had a damn good time there, although he did have a few mother-in-laws, more than what one should do. But what many people don't know, of course, that Henry VIII was always a Catholic, remained, even though he was head of the English church. He always had Catholic principles, and if the Pope had given him his damn divorce, probably the country would still be under the auspices of the Holy Roman Catholic Church. Henry VIII.
Well, that's nice and clear. And worst job in the world. What job in the world would you think would be the worst possible position to find yourself in?
That's a good question. A person who peels bananas with an apple. I'm a joker, really, by heart.
What's your view on bullfighting?
I haven't been to one, and I can't really see the point of any type of game where you already know the result. So it becomes almost a nullity. It becomes futile. If we play a game of football and I know that Manchester United beat Chelsea 2-0 or 1-0 every time, what's the point? You know, but the Spanish have their own traditions, and I suppose they have their own reasons. Can't understand what those reasons are, and I don't think the rest of the world can. But you know, c'est la vie.
And you're the owner of a small island, let's say, just as a suggestion. You're the owner of a small island. What would you ideally like to do with such an island?
Declare independence, log it with the United Nations, and then have my own country, which is what I intend to do with the island off Menorca. And I have already notified the Spanish authorities that that is my intentions there. And of course, the next question you're going to ask me, because of course I'm a lawyer, I know the questions you're going to ask me. How do you, on what basis do you intend to declare independence on an island that is already part of a country? Is that not the question you wanted to ask?
I was going to ask what you were going to put on the flag, but please.
That will deal with the flag. It'll be royal blue and gold. It's simple. Kosovo did exactly that. So I shall use the guiding principles of the International Court did, wrongly in my view, in Kosovo. But since they have decided that you can declare independence even though you are part of a sovereign state, I intend to do the same. And if anyone challenges me, I shall use the precedents of Kosovo as an example.
In your depth of experience, pro or anti capital punishment?
I'm against it in principle, but my God, if any one of my family or children or anything happened to those, I would like summary trial and execution, be judge, jury and executioner. Shouldn't really be like that, but I guess that, in all of us, red blood flows. Some have blue blood, mine is red. Not communist.
Do you believe in karma?
Sutra.
No, maybe, but I mean just karma, where the good or bad that you do is served upon you.
Well, I try, and I've tried over the past years, many years, never to do harm to people, even though they wish me ill, they wish me bad, they loathe me. I try not to reciprocate that. The feeling of hatred or harm uses 1/3 of your brain more than good feeling or benign feelings. Therefore, I'm utilizing part of my brain that I really need to earn money. So that's the answer to your question. I do believe in it, and I do not wish anybody any harm. I get angry, but anger is not harm.
Going to a lighter subject, given the best voice in the world, what song would you most like to be able to sing?
Well, I've sang it my way, with a small adjustment, and I did it with tax exemptions. I'm one of the few people that's defeated the old Inland Revenue, or whatever the hell they call themselves now, Her Majesty's Customs and Revenue, whatever the hell it is anyway, HMCR, whatever.
In each day, everybody has moments of joy, moments of pain, moments of sadness. What would you say is the happiest moment of your day on a regular day-to-day basis?
When I wake up that I'm still there.